Look, it's Billy.
Yeah, he was outside. Hello, Billy.
Alright, we are just waiting on Div, who is coming at any moment. Possibly.
We shall see.
Maybe.
Mystery.
Enjoy this jazz music right now. Need to add more jazz music to the game.
Hello, Chaotic Energy. Hello, Raps.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh yeah, and definitely, please more jazz music in the game, thanks.
This expansion's killing it with the jazz.
Yeah. But I honestly wasn't expecting this kind of how do you say that in English now? This joyfully jazz song in the last dungeon. That was unexpected.
Very much so. Because it starts off like kind of ominous.
Yeah.
And it just kicks in. You can't help but tap your feet.
It's very different from the start of the expansion when I was expecting like a lot of guitar solos and like stuff like that.
Actually, the main theme song of the expansion's really dramatic and rocky.
Yeah, I actually had to turn off battle music because I got really tired of listening to it.
They even changed it too, I think, in this recent patch.
Have
It's even more rock star.
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
it's even more intense.
But now the thing is that the song they are using for the mini bosses in the dungeons is like more intense than the actual song from the last boss. So probably they need to switch that or something.
Thank you for the follow, LDub1219.
Thank you so much for the follow.
1219. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay.
Man, I wish they gave the little Namazu flop thing as an emote. It flops around.
Which one?
The little minion when he starts flopping around on the ground.
Oh. I never paid attention to that.
Just watch the little gold guy, you'll see him flop randomly. This is like the closest thing we have. Just play dead.
You know, I came home once and I saw Alala doing that, like, AFK on my bed. I was like, ooh, what is happening here?
It's a little awkward if you're behind.
Yeah, and they were just wearing like a Speedo.
Oh, they're like playing that, but from the side or something like that.
I've definitely done this with the 2B leggings before to people in my FC. It was terrifying.
All right. Well, is it morning actually? Hold on. No,
not yet.
I see that dark window. Never mind. Well, we can have a little chat and get to know on our community spotlight, Gig Farron. Did you get your last name from Final Fantasy 13, by the way?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which one was your favorite?
Oh man, probably the first one still. I know a lot of people hated it, but I fell in love with it.
Why?
I thought Lightning was a great character, and people hated the linearness, but I was okay with it.
I played all three of them, and I think I liked 13-2 the best because of like the time travel aspect. But I really like 13-3 when Lightning returns.
So I've actually haven't finished 13-3.
I have to confess that I didn't finish Final 13, the first one.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the story a lot and I like the characters, but I have a big issue with the play. I forgot now how you say that in English. Well, how you play the game, that it's just so straightforward and
Very linear.
Yes.
yeah.
It's
There's
funny.
a lot of corridors.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I played the Final Fantasy 13 up until it became more open map, and then that's when I gave up because I was just like, I'm done with this game.
Oh.
Because yeah, I
The story
had
got
just
me.
hit Pulse, I think.
That's where it opens up a bit.
Yeah, I should have stuck it out, but you know what? I played the rest and I loved them.
There you go. See, I got 13.3. I got the collector's edition, but changed colleges, and so I didn't have time to play it. And now it's just collecting dust. I'll play it someday.
Okay, so your last name, obviously that. Where'd you get Gig from?
Oh wow, that is a very long story.
Oh,
It's
So-
hello, Div.
Hello.
Back when I first started playing World of Warcraft, I was making my character. I think I spent like 2 hours making character names. Like,
Oh.
no kidding. And I didn't start off as Gig. It was like a longer name with the first 3 letters being Gig. And I just slowly started shortening the name and shortening it. And just landed on just Gig.
Well, that's what you do.
What was it initially?
It used to be
Like-
Gigaret.
Ah, okay.
And then I had a character named Giga Jig. I just lots of different things with the word gig in front of it.
Well, that's what matters if for a good nickname. It has to be 3 or 4 letters. And you landed on it. Alright, where you need to fix Div's mic.
Yeah, sorry. It should be normal now, right?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry about that.
Alright.
Sorry in advance if I cough or sneeze or whatever. I'm still with a cold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She got the thing.
Alright, so we're here with Gig Farron. He is based on Siren. Have you always been on this server? Actually, let's just start from the beginning. How long have you been playing Final Fantasy?
So I played it back when it relaunched as Realm Reborn. And I started on Behemoth, actually.
Oh, so Primal?
So, yeah, it was on Primal. I remember during beta I met a group of people and played with them during beta, and then they started an FC, joined them there. Did, I think, like the first 2 big patches, and then life just got busy, and so I stopped playing for a good while. And then I really came back, I think, a little over a year ago. So I didn't really play any of Heaven's Word at all.
Oh.
I came back towards the end of Stormblood.
Oh, wow,
Oh, wow.
okay.
So it was a bit of a break.
So,
Did you... Sorry.
oh, no, what were you gonna say?
I was about to ask if you started, or if you came back into the game when the Namazu questline was a thing.
I think it just came out, like the patch for it came out.
Yeah, not surprised, honestly.
Just calling to you.
Oh yeah, that was before the Namazu had 2, so I fell in love with them before I could be one.
Thank you for the follow. I'm not your dude. Okay.
What a good name.
It is.
Alright, so I'm assuming then that you started decorating in Stormblood. Is that when you got a house?
Yeah, I remember I wanted a house forever, like back when they first came out, but only, like 2 people can get a house way back in the day. And then I tried getting a house for a good while on Siren. I started with like an FC room, and I still remember my FC room was just super awkward and strange, the layout. Like I learned how to glitch things, and I glitched a bed, and I'm like, this is the most amazing thing ever.
Like,
I want to keep glitching. Yeah, I floated the bed up, and then there was a house that opened up, and I spent like hours trying to buy it. but I actually had to go to work, and I actually had somebody log into my account to buy it for me. So I'm like, hey, I can't get this, so I need you to log in and buy it for me.
Oh.
So I
my
broke the
God.
cardinal rule, and that's how I got my first house.
That's funny. So you mentioned glitching, and man, that just makes me feel old. Like,
Honestly, same.
oh god.
It's like I remember. I think we talked about this once. How we struggled in the very beginning when the glitching stuff was introduced.
Yeah.
Not the tabletop stuff, but the ground items, and we were like banging our heads against the wall.
Yeah, we were like,
Trying to
fuck
figure it
this.
out.
We're never gonna get this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Initially, we were all on the set of like, oh, that's just taking ages to get it right, because at the time there was only the way
You had to
They
use
did
the
it,
multiple, yeah, you had to use the multiple
Yeah.
shelves.
So we were like, yeah, fuck that. That's way too much effort for that. So how was it for you? Did you like immediately got into it, and did you find it easy to learn it?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad to learn it, I don't think. Because I think the patch that I started doing housing, I think the wooden loft had come out, and that had made it way easier to float
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, definitely. The wooden loft was basically a revolution for that.
Oh yeah, because I remember seeing housing stuff like when I wasn't playing. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then stuff started getting crazy. I'm like, holy crap, people are doing crazy stuff now with the housing in that game.
Yeah.
I think I felt like that. What did you mean when I first looked at housing myself? It wasn't very popular when I started, but since there were other housing or decoration communities that were pretty active, so I too wanted to have something like that in the future. And well, I think we got to that point. Honestly, we are, if I could say so myself, at a point where we are on par with like even The Sims 4, for example. We have even more opportunities to build, honestly,
Hmm.
because we have way more shapeshift things. And we can make a wall out of every single thing, basically. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get very creative and think outside the box now, which is, I love it.
Yeah.
You really
I'm
don't
just-
have to restrict yourself.
I'm just glad I just came way later than everything
Same.
of this.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't.
Youth.
Honestly.
Yeah,
Didn't
it's
the
the
item
same.
limit used to be super small too?
Yeah, it was like 50 for a small, right?
Oh, what?
Oh god.
Then you can't even furnish like a corner of a room with 50 items.
Oh no, it wasn't 50. It was 100.
100, yeah. It was 50 for the apartment.
Pardon.
For apartments, yeah. Oh.
Mhm.
It's pretty bad. And then also, you couldn't adjust the lights, so it was like full
Oh,
5.
full blast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Wasn't it like back in the day when houses were first introduced that you didn't have a basement for smalls? It was just the size of the apartment.
I don't know, that's before my time.
But,
I
because
heard
of-
that.
Small- I'm trying to remember.
I heard that someone said that before too. But no, I'm not sure.
It was definitely in the release, but as I said, that is like what 2.3. I only started playing late Heaven's Sword, so I can't possibly tell. I didn't even have a house until the end of Stormblood myself.
Yeah.
I only had apartments and other people's houses I could decorate with. Fun times.
So, Gig, do you remember your first house?
Oh yes, I do. So it was in Goblet, the
Best is
not my favorite board. I know. I know. Maybe my opinion will change now. I don't know. But I remember trying to build in like a 2-story kind of room, and the ceilings just ruined it for me because they have those arches.
Yeah, that's but that's valid. That's very valid because I have this issue right now. The interior of a goblet is the fucking worst to build with, but the exterior and the district itself is very nice.
Hmm. Yeah, the interior just killed it for me.
Yeah.
I like the interior. The ceiling works for some specific things though.
Yeah, I like the ceiling. I don't like the pillars and, the
Oh,
sandstone.
Yeah. Yeah.
in my opinion, the ceiling restricts you in many ways, especially because if you don't build with the grid that the ceiling offers you, you're kind of fucked. But I think that's the case for the majority of the housing districts, except Lavender Baths, because it's very insignificant what you have there with the ceiling pillars and support beams compared to Goblin. But
Well,
I know what-
anyways, so yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it was Goblet, and I remember the first floor. I had like a little kitchenette on the left, little dining room with the like otter table, because I was in love with the otter furniture. And then the downstairs is where like I really kind of came, I don't know, to loving design. I like did like a kind of like a split level floor thing with stage panels and troop stages, with like a hidden little room with a floated bathroom. And so like I spent forever on that small house. Like a bunch of people in my FC came to it. A bunch of people, started affirming. They're like, "Wow, this is really good. We loved it." I'm like, "Hey, maybe I should do this more."
So could you say that the support of your friends basically pushed you to get more into it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's super nice.
That is wholesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
became the housing Lalazu.
Oh.
Yeah, how did that start out in the first place?
So I actually used to not always be a Lala.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
shocked
not
now.
I know, crazy, right? So I used to be at first I was a Makote back whenever I started playing, and then I changed to an Aura, however you say it. I don't think I can ever say it right. But then somebody in my FC was joking about like paying for someone to turn into a Lalafell. I'm like, you know what? I'll do it. If you buy me a Fantasia, I'll do it. And like 2 seconds later, I get a code for a Fantasia, and I switch, and I fell in love instantly. I'm like, why did I not start off as this?
I
What
know.
am I doing?
It suits you.
Oh. Yeah, I actually can't imagine you right now like an aura. It's
Yeah, I have screenshots still of my character. I look back at it, I'm like, what am I doing?
oh yeah.
See that.
Posted and
I would
cursed.
say that too.
And
It was like my rebellious teen years,
And after you turned into Lala, was it part of a joke of your friend or who paid you to do the Namazu thing, or was it something that developed over time?
Oh, definitely over time. Like the Namazu quests, I love them. Like the Beast Tribe quests are the best. They're so funny, so entertaining.
They're really funny.
And then they announced like the Namazu head. I'm like, done. This is it. I got it, and it never changed back. So now when people see me without my Namazu head, like they get mad at me. Like my FC leader's like, why aren't you a fish right now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like your mascot.
But I do have all the other Namazu jewelries from the event, so I got the earrings, the necklace. They need a
Thank you so
ring
much
next.
for following Mr. Keats.
Oh man.
Sorry, cut you off.
You know, Gig,
And
I saw you first on the subreddit. The Final Fantasy Home and Garden subreddit, because you would post there often. And that's how I came to know you, and you hadn't been, I don't think you were familiar with fashion decoration.
No, not at all.
I remember
All I
inviting
did
you
was
to it.
Yeah, and then I found out that your Reddit name, you were Ashton. I was like, oh, Ashton messaged me.
Yeah.
we lost
And
the.
I hyperventilated a little bit.
Did we lose somebody? Oh.
Yeah,
Lost it.
the.
Internet issues. But yeah, I
And
remember
now-
talking to you, and yeah, you were kind of like, oh my god. And I was like, chill, it's just me. But yeah, I had seen you post so often, and you always had such a strong sense of style. And I'm just like, why is this guy in the Discord? Why is he all alone over here? Did you have a kind of a network back then, or were you just doing everything by yourself?
I was just doing it all by myself.
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah, and then I found, I remember my first commission was through Reddit, and then there was one person that hired me through Reddit, and he led me to do like the 5 commissions in a row for the same person.
Oh
That's
wow.
where it built.
Okay.
And it's funny because he told me later, he's like, oh yeah, we hired you because you were super cheap for how good you were, and so we took advantage of you. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Oh, did they at
Oh.
least tip you?
I mean, they ended up, they tipped me a lot, but at first they hired me because I wasn't charging anything.
That
And
seems
then
to be the thing.
They're like, you need to up your price, and like you need to make it higher. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's always encouraging.
I hope that you did that now because honestly, your work is pretty good to don't charge anything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You need to pay for your time.
And how is it that you get like more seriously into housing after that small house?
I mean, it definitely was. I did that. I did some stuff at our FC house. And then I got my medium. Like, I upgraded to the medium whenever they started doing the demos back in Stormblood. Designed that. And I'm like, man, I need to start working for people. And so I did a commission for an FC member. And I think I charged him, like, nothing. I think I ended up losing money on that one. But I had to, practice more.
Mm.
And then I found somebody on Reddit who wanted it was an FC house, and they wanted each floor to be something different. And the first floor was supposed to be like an Ilmeg theme, and the basement was supposed to be some weird like Emperor throne thing. And I just remember I'm like, this is super difficult, but it ended up turning out decently. They tore it down like a week later because another person in the FC just tore it all down. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Thanks.
Oh, what? I remember that. Yeah. So rude.
Oh. But for me, you are like that kind of designer that really loves to experiment with a lot of different things. That you don't even nothing stops you from learning even more or trying other styles and so on. Do you actually, after the bunch of commissions you did, because you are doing a lot of commissions?
Yeah.
I was pounding them out like crazy.
Yeah, you are super fast. But do you still? I remember that time that we talked to you in voice chat, and you were saying that you didn't have like an style yet, kinda, that you didn't know what would be your actual stick. Do you have now a style? Do you think that you have now something, or?
Yeah, what's your aesthetic?
Yeah. I
think. Oh, that's difficult. Because I've done so many different styles that I like doing. I like mixing it up. I say I'm pretty flexible. But I think my most recent commission that I just finished is probably like my favorite aesthetic to do. So it's probably more what my aesthetic is. Like my personal house kind of fits that aesthetic. But I also want to tear this all down and start over. You know how it is.
Oh no.
But I definitely think kind of a more kind of modern, kind of realistic in a sense, like not super fantastical the way the house is set up is kind of my favorite thing to do, if that makes any sense.
So yeah, something realistic, not like an Ilmeg fairy place.
Yeah.
You want
I love
the
fountains
walls.
too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, Midori has her doors and Gig has his fountains.
Yeah.
When they came out with that fountain item, I was done for. I'm like, this is it. This is my bread and butter. Because I think my first fountain I did was behind a bathtub on a house. And I remember I put it on Twitter and it got like retweeted like 300 times. I'm like, holy crap.
Viral,
and then it just kind of went from there.
I think I remember that one. And then you went kind of crazy, creating very different fountains and every commission, and it was so cool.
I've even had people when they hire me, they're like, am I going to get a gig fountain? I'm like, of course you are.
A gig fountain? That's
and
so
then
cute.
I still need to do a break it down for the door in my apartment. It's got like a fountain door. Like Eris freaks out about it all the time.
Your apartment isn't on our list, but maybe we can give that a little looky-loo.
It's here. It's in Shiro. Bar WASSHOI.
All right. Well, we should take advantage of the day And I'm going
Yeah.
to start here. And did you do bed meta actually? Oh yeah, you did.
I did, yes.
Was it worth it?
Oh, 100%.
Especially for the size of that house, 100% I would say.
Mhm. But now there's the glade canopy bed, which I need to do. It saves so many slots.
Yeah.
I really like this door.
That door is so beautiful, and I just love how you have the Namazu bell. there.
Yeah.
I thought, I thought it was a peephole in the
I
beginning.
was
wasn't
thinking
sure,
about that too.
But
It double as one.
oh, okay, I see. That's perfect then. It's so good. I really like that. And you
It's
used the fun handle.
so realistic.
Just the size of it is really. Actually, can you go out into third person again and show me how if you would fit through it?
Oh, definitely not.
Okay, I see. So it is.
Oh,
all of
actually,
those
I can walk
size.
right through it.
Well, but you know what I mean. As in, did you build this on Lalafell's size?
Yes.
Okay, this is what I thought.
Oh yeah, and my kitchen is very much Lala size, so
Yeah.
Ashton's gonna struggle in there.
I was running around earlier, like, oh gosh.
Oh god, I see it now. Oh Jesus.
All right, so this is your entryway.
I like how you have the garderobe there with the new stuff. Oh no, it's not the new stuff. I thought you.
No, it's
you might
still
have used the. Yeah.
So Gig was
Ah.
mentioning he loves this. What was it? Storm blue?
Blue is very nice. I really like that color. It
Do you-
really works.
Do you remember when we went to visit him in Mist and it was the Namazu house and it was all the blue? Like he lives true to himself.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. But the combination of the white, brown, and blue is just a very gorgeous mix. I really love that combination of colors.
The marble partitions work real well with
Yeah.
this color.
I like how you use the Valentine's item here to get some extra watery fountain thingy here in this.
Oh yeah,
Big
right.
Yeah, it's
one.
really subtle, yeah.
It makes the water tasty too, so.
Okay.
some Gatorade. Oh, is that a Namazu shadow in the back? when
Oh,
you
you know
get
it.
closer? Oh, of course it is. What else is it? I
Kind of
wasn't-
ominous.
Yeah, I love the ominous Namazu shadows. They're always so cool.
All right, I'm gonna
You
go
got
back
the,
to the living room. Oh,
The vortex bed too with the feathers.
yeah.
But it's really cool. It's the effects that the vortex couch gives off that are really nice. The only nice thing about it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That's the living room you started in. I really like that.
I like
really
this
love-
painting.
Yeah, the painting design is really cool. What I really like is how you put more emphasis onto the lighthouse using the frame, but also giving it that how do you say that? It's very symmetrical because you use another portion or another framing basically, so it fills out the entire space in a symmetrical way, which is really cool. So you basically framed both the structure and the lighthouse itself, which is really cool.
What
And-
inspired you to do that?
So I was building this section here, and I had this awkward space right here. I'm like, I'm gonna put a painting. I'm like, you know what? What if I try floating something over the painting? And so I started off with a bunch of different items, and then I did the imitation window. And I'm like, hey, I like geometric stuff. Perfect.
It looks really cool.
Yeah,
It
that's
fits
inventive.
also into. I'm sorry. It fits also into this modern thing you were saying before, because you have this in real life. You have this kind of art too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, super cool. The idea you had here.
Do you mind if I ask actually, what side of the wall, like what direction is the window facing?
The window is facing inwards, so that way a little bit of light seeps through.
So south, or no, it faces
It
west.
east, or yeah, faces west.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay, because I was thinking, was the light intentional or was it just for the frames? I was wondering about that.
I made it okay here, but I can't make anything in your kitchen. It's too low.
Jesus, I see now.
Don't worry, I can make it for
Oh,
you.
yo, Gig, do you remember what we talked about in the lighting video about the light cones?
Oh, I see what you mean now.
Try rotating the snowman so the light cone is not angled like that, but exactly going down, so it is a bit more realistic. Do you remember what we talked about?
Oh, yeah, I see.
And did you do your homework? There you. Whoop.
I fell through the floor.
Yeah, there, exactly.
Oh no, we lost them.
Lost it. Okay, but yeah.
There we go.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I honestly don't have a whole lot of snowman globes,
Yeah.
so I haven't played with it a whole lot. But gosh, it's so many. I wish I was on the same DC as you, Ashton, so I can steal from your horde of snowmen.
Yes, I have so many.
Please, someone buy them from Ashley.
Please.
I'm gone. She needs some space at the storage.
I like this little people. Whoa.
Oh well. Okay.
Burning down the
Jesus.
house.
Oh my god, someone's burning down your house. That's really cool. I love the structure of it. It feels very. How would you call that?
It's very modern because well, actually, your last build, wasn't it open like this with the kitchen overlooking the living room? Whoa, that's a lot of fire.
No. The build I just did.
I mean,
It's-
sorry, your medium. Yeah, your old medium.
Oh yeah, I had the living room. Actually, the living room was up instead of being down, so the
Oh,
living
okay.
room overlooked the kitchen.
Now, here's where it got really strange for me when I was looking around your house.
Oh, you didn't. Did you keep the elevator? Oh,
Yeah.
See my
Ah.
see my attendee over here?
Alright, so we had a nice little office with a view, and then I saw this, and I was like, what is going on?
What?
It's
Wait,
like
what?
an actual. Oh my
Stand on the
god.
bowl and jump.
Yeah. It's an elevator. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck using the stairs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so cool.
save so many spots.
Yeah. Oh my god, that is so.
That elevator's from Midori. She used it in one of her houses, and I'm like, I'm stealing this.
Yeah, it's really good. It's such a simple one too. And the way you worked with the paintings there and the snow globe again, not the snowman, but it is just so gorgeous. And then with the wall decoration around the bed, that's just so gorgeous. I really like that.
Thank you. See, now I'm noticing all my snowman globes, the light is not right, so let me fix those.
Yeah.
I still remember when I first came here, you had just a few parts of your house done. That was a while ago. I think
Oh, yeah.
that's where we kind of started to talk voice chat and FD. And that one turned out so nice. Now that I see
Thank
it
you.
again.
Thank you so much for follow Phantom Line.
Yeah, this took me forever to finish since I kept doing commission. I kept accepting them.
Kept accepting the commissions.
Yeah, that happens.
I can feel that. And I also like how you use the stained crystal window, however the full name of this thing. Like just the crystal part here to give an accent to all.
Yeah, I don't see that a lot too. It's like you only need to use that specific part, so you made it modern while keeping that classy stained glass look, which I really like.
It suits
Yeah,
your walls really well.
Yeah, the blues complement it well. And it reflects on the marble floor.
Yeah.
love that little reflection.
And it frames pretty cool the painting wall here. Like the art wall.
Remind me, is this a lavender beds?
It is.
Yes.
Because I wish the lavender beds house wouldn't have those wooden.
You see that? Yeah.
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 I wish that if I don't get why lavender beds have that specifically, but no other house in district.
It's very odd. I mean, you could use it to kind of split up a room, I guess, if you did multiple rooms in one of these sides.
Well, at that point, we have our own wooden beams to use for that.
Get more control.
really love your bathroom here. And
Yeah, but
Thank
the,
you.
the armor display here with the clothes on.
Oh, so that's how you get down. I was about
That's
to
funny
ask
if
that.
someone's just standing here, looking out this window.
Yeah, that is really cool. You just drop down. Reminds me a lot of the way we did in that one house. Was it the Jack the Ripper house?
Oh yeah.
Where we kept laying down like that. Man, that staircase, the angled staircase with the marble angled staircase, I just can't get over it. Every time someone uses that, I just fall in love with it all over again.
Did
It's
you
so
play something underneath to be able to walk on it, or honestly I don't know if you can
So the
walk on the marble ones or not.
Yeah, the marble you can walk on.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good to know.
it's a little jumpy on your camera, but it works.
As long as you don't have to jump yourself, it's a valid staircase,
Hmm.
which is really cool.
That's good. To know.
I think I tore the staircase down like 4 or 5 times to keep trying to build because I kept overshooting the curve.
Oh my god. Yeah, sometimes it can be really hard. I tried to do it once and I gave up immediately.
I still want to do that kind of staircase. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to get a large.
Oh yeah.
It'll happen.
Cut out.
Oh, sorry. I said it'll happen, Laura.
Yeah, I'm patient.
One day.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
Ishgard.
One day. One day.
Ishgard houses look so nice on the outside.
One day. You can see me raising my fist in the air like one day. But what was I was going to say something. Oh, I also realized something about your builds, that you aren't scared to use a lot of colors, to experiment a lot with them.
Yeah, that's true.
It helps kind of break up the dullness, I think, of having only a couple colors. Just depends on what I'm trying to build.
Yeah, exactly. Also, thank you so much for the subscription, Dayu. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dayu. Alright, so let's move on. It's 2 o'clock now. Let's see. We're going to go to Gilgamesh. This one's Melon Tea, and we've actually been to this one before. I believe it was the Japandi one?
No, this one's actually not the Japandi one.
Oh, okay.
I
Ooh,
didn't
a
put
different
that
one.
one on the list.
Oh, hold on.
Thank you so much for follow, Azunoki.
This is the greenhouse build.
Ooh, I love
Oh, okay.
greenhouses.
This one also has an elevator in it.
I wonder, do you love using elevators, Gig?
I mean, once I found out that you can do it, it just saves so many item slots.
It kind of does.
I think I need to start to use them too. Because I always complain about the slots I waste in just doing a staircase. It's like...
I was considering that too, especially in my news build, it would even fit in actually.
Yeah, and your
You just
new...
gotta-
Yes.
If you do an elevator, you just gotta plan ahead of how you're gonna get back down.
Yeah, it's.
Ooh. Hey, Gig,
exactly,
you should
that
probably
is-
pick me up.
Yeah, I'll get you.
Yeah, I think that's what would hold me back because in an all metal sciencey build, I don't want to have any wood showing, for example. Because in yours, the railing was sticking out, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
you know me, I don't like, and even the slightest wooden part would take me off so much that I would never touch it again.
I'm slowly loading into Gilgamesh. Give me a second, I'll pick you up.
Let's see. Actually, I might make it there.
Before I load in.
I will speak up on those values, sorry.
Is this a fighter whose loading screen is faster than?
Think so.
Oh.
I have this one. It's an FC. It's Melon Tea's FC.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go. Never mind. That's what I thought. I was like, but you said
Oh.
Melon Tea on it.
But you can pick me up.
Alright.
Or I think I can.
Here, I'll port to you. What is it? Is it South Shroud? No.
Oh, I'm in how's it called now? In Bend Branch.
All right, so
Red
we're
Branch Meadows. Coming.
We are on Gilgamesh. We're in Lavender Beds, Ward 11, Plot 46. And it says jump on the udon bowl. Is there another elevator?
Yeah, that's good. They put that in there. I told her, I'm like, people are gonna get stuck because they're not gonna know what to do.
Oh, that garden is so beautiful.
Oh, whoops.
It is nice. I like it. The symmetry over here with the curves. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, we
Yay!
don't see curves a lot. In general, we don't see, like, if I'm quite honest, we don't see many, like, non-straight walls. Even in interiors, we don't see too much more organic shapes or curved shapes.
I think the only curved thing I see in gardens is the pathway that Fang did, and now a lot of people are doing too, like this curved.
New
To give it
pathway
more-
meta.
Yeah, this more interesting pathway, kinda.
What ward is it in again? I forget.
11.
Okay.
I like this view. Wait, is this the medium that everybody has?
No.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait, what?
Usually people have the one that you have, Lore, or they have that one that is up near the large.
In the hill.
Yeah, I like this one actually. I think this is one of my favorite mediums.
Oh, that's the one at the other side. Yeah, I tried to not look at that one in my ward
Why?
because it's cursed.
Oh,
First house.
Cursed.
Is it a Paisa house? Is that why?
I don't remember.
Man, that's the only thing I don't like about my personal is when I'm on my yard, I just see a Paisa house. It's right there, ruining my view. That grumpy old neighbor.
hey Gig, did you do this yard? Because this is so cute. I just noticed.
I did not do this yard actually.
Oh,
I
I
love
see that.
this.
This is so cute. Wait,
Yeah, the owner, she likes doing yards.
I think we
Here's
lost
yours.
again, Div.
Yeah, he's coming back. So Div is really quiet, and I don't know why. I have him fully boosted. It's something on his end, so I apologize on his behalf, I guess.
This plot is also nice, yeah.
You look at the nice tree with the waterfall behind it.
And then you have also the entertainment part here in front with the...
I like this yard. I'd be happier without the pathway.
The pathway's kind of
Mm.
hectic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it look way too busy. Maybe if it was the log portion instead of just the white rock.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It would be more subtle, yeah.
I remember
But the
when she
rest-
had this bridge here. I was like, you get rid of this bridge. She's like, oh, it's quicker access to the market board. Like, it's like a millisecond faster.
I mean, I guess. Some people have hills they want to die on, and that's this bridge.
Someone is making money here. With the onion prints.
Alright, so shall we go in?
God, I still need to visit so many builds, but I'm...
Oh yeah, my list is way too big.
Oh, this is gorgeous. What color is this adamantite?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I love this color.
Oh, I like the... What you did with the fishy thingy here, with the lanterns, here in the entrance.
I'm back.
Yeah, the
I
floating
missed the
lanterns.
beginning, I'm sorry. I love this house so much, and you know what this one is.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome
very
back,
much.
Div.
Thank you.
Oh, you did bed meta here too. Ah.
This is so cute.
It is, right?
Oh,
For
I
this
love
one-
it.
So this client, she kind of said, hey, this is the idea, and I like these colors. And I said, okay, can I do anything with that? And they said, yeah. So she wanted pink and green, and some type of greenhouse with like a apothecary as well.
Ah, it's this one. Yeah, where you did this thingy with the hooks in the wall with the.
Yes, it's over
Yeah.
here. The light over here has the hook
That is really cool.
Wait, where are you now? Here.
by the guest book,
Ah.
I really love how you
and it
integrate.
casts
Yeah,
that shadow up too.
I shamelessly joined that idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, more than welcome to.
Shadows work so well too there.
This
I
is
love
so
Yeah, I love
pretty.
those bounty items.
This.
You
So,
use the wood with the green so well in that one. I love it so much.
you know, something I've been noticing, you're staggering color. You have all these different, like with the wood, especially here at the bottom, like the dark brown, the chocolate brown, the green. And I noticed it here with your lamps too. I really like that. It's very subtle.
Mm?
It doesn't tie your eye looking at the same
Oh.
color.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Breaks it
Yeah,
up a little bit.
And it looks
Oh.
like something the owner just gathered. Like, oh, this is kind of like an eclectic shop. I like it.
Yeah, and it makes it. It keeps being real, because at your own house you don't have a try, or in general we don't have like furniture the same color.
Yeah.
Just maybe same tones but different, a little bit different. Like here,
I like it. It's very
this tool
homey.
a lot. Yeah.
What I also really like is how I mentioned this before, how you built on an angle, especially those storage areas with the plants. How it is on multiple angles. It's not just a straight corner.
Yeah.
Because you have like first of all the elevations. You have 3 different levels of elevations, and you have you have 3 different angles too. Like one is more sideways than the other. One is like 45 degrees. One is 60 degrees, for example. And the elevation above is another angle, and I really like that because it breaks up the space so well in the matter of just not being the same thing all over again. So it has not only different colors to it, but also angles, which is really, really cool.
And it makes it also more that someone is living in here, that it's not everything is like placed straight perfectly
Yes, it makes it feel
balanced.
Living and working and moving things around.
Because not everything can be too perfect.
And
This part of real life. A little star.
How did he get the wallpaper? He floated up walls of here. The blank partition. Looks like the Riviera one.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a regular partition, yeah. That's really cool.
and you use it a lot of green in here, but it doesn't feel overwhelming at all.
Because it's
The
different
bread
colors.
gang
Yes.
helps break it up.
Bread gang.
All the bread. Also, this is they wanted a little Lala door to the workshop.
Oh,
A little
so
Lala.
cute.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, it's actually a lot of the horror.
That's adorable.
That is so cool. I love that. So they're playing
That's
a lot of
super cute.
One of the members in the FC is a Lala.
Okay, and it's just for him basically.
Yeah, it's like a really small FC.
Okay, I see, I see.
Hey, it could be also the door from Alice in Wonderland, you know.
I'm just gonna crawl in there. I wish I could have that in the camera.
Yeah.
So did I miss something, or do we just go down here?
Nope, go down.
Oh, so it's an elevator, but
You gotta
reversed.
find my fountain next.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that one. I remember this. That is so cool. I love the overhead mountain. Fountain.
That's super nice.
There's also hidden seating up here too in the waterfall.
Also, you can sit next to the waterfall. Or in the waterfall.
Oh.
Squish.
Just gotta make sure you're facing the right way. It's the little the macaroons.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, it's the macaron seats. Okay, I see.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So
Yeah, 'cause everything else poked out too much.
That is so cool.
this took me back here. Hold on.
Go back down.
That's a
I
great
must
shot.
admit, I don't remember seeing green and pink being used at all together, if I think about it now.
Green and
Yeah,
pink, I
but-
think, like invokes a lot of child kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Thankfully, the pink's not like too much. It's a subtle amount of pink.
It's like a dusky pink, yeah.
Tayu's over there splashing everybody.
Now I remember where I remember was from. You know that one ice cream? The cactus one? With the little pink sprinkles on it? I think that's just a me thing.
Thank you so much for the follow, Kawaii5.
Thank you so much for the follow. And also thank you, Battle Shrimp 83 for the follow. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much again.
It was right in that second. So if they overlapped
Battle shrimp. I'd imagine in a shrimp with a shield and a sword, like battling.
I think of boxing gloves.
Be an interesting battle.
But pink and green are complementary colors, so they work pretty fine together.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't clash too badly, which is good.
This place looks really nice, even at night. Like the way that you have your lighting.
Yeah.
I tried to space it out as best I could. And it's not a zero light build, so it works pretty well.
What light level is it? 1, 2?
Looks about 3.
Looks too.
I have no idea.
Oh, there's a chandelier. Okay, I see.
Billy, you broke the elevator.
Billy broke the
Oh.
elevator.
Hey. Oh.
Oh, Billy went too high.
It happens sometimes.
Billy, no, not too high. Don't go into the light.
Yeah.
I still need you.
I like also the combo you did here with the walnut dining table and the merchant shelf and the potions here to make like a different kind of counter.
Different
Yeah,
little storefronts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot
I
of
looked
layering.
at I looked at Rise Greenhouse a lot for this build for inspiration.
That was very influential, yes.
Talking about inspiration, where do you get it from?
Oh man, where do I even begin? Every person on FD. Whenever I started getting into housing, I remember seeing a lot of like Ashen builds, Rhapsody builds, a lot of Japanese builds, and I'm just like, this is insane. These people are so good.
Hmm.
And so I don't know. I used to look at Housing Snap probably like multiple hours a day, like
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it
Just-
starts.
drooling over stuff.
If you find housing stuff,
There's just so much you need to look at
Oh,
first
yeah.
because it goes all the way back to like ARR housing.
Yeah, there's just so much, and searching for things is not easy.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the filter is really not that well made for non-Japanese players.
Mhm. But yeah, I think I don't know. Definitely, I like looking at what other people do, and I don't necessarily try to copy it, but get inspiration from it. Because I've had people message me and say, "Hey, can you copy this build? Can you make a build like this?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I'll pull inspiration from it, but I don't want to, remake somebody else's build." Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
I
Yeah.
was about to ask one time, do people like come up to you and say,
Copy it 1-to-1, or do they just ask you build something like this?
Usually it's build something like this. I did have somebody recently want me to do like an exact copy of a build, and I told them that, hey, like I can do something similar, but that's just not how I do housing.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah, I had wondered that because you take so many commissions. Like, how often are you approached to do, like, to copy builds from people? But when I would say at this point in time, being in the FD community, you would just be copying your peers at this point. So you can just say, hey, how do you think about this? Or how do you feel about that?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if someone would ask me personally if they could copy my build for something and ask me for advice, if they get money for it, go for it. Honestly, as long as
Oh,
they
yeah.
as long as they don't claim that they did it, and if it's a one-to-one replica, Jesus, go for it. It's basically free money.
Yeah.
Someone
Same.
gets, someone basically gets what they want. with the help of someone else, and they pay for that service. So in some way, I think that's pretty valid, but I can see the moral dilemma behind it, because it can be a lot of work. Even though you do something that already exists, it can be quite a struggle to, first of all, figure out what they did, because sometimes it can be quite a bit.
I think
Oh yeah.
I think it's more difficult to replicate something that someone else did than actually doing a build by yourself, because if someone does it, they aren't in the mind of the person who actually did the first build, so you need to figure out how the heck did they do that.
Yeah, it's a lot harder, honestly.
Yeah.
If you would go for something like a BJ build, oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
oh dear.
Imagine someone like messaging you, hey, can you do exactly that room that they just made?
I will say-
people don't even realize that it's not built to be lived in, but they build it to show off and take screenshots in. But you walk into one of BJ's houses, and it's just this empty room leading with a makeshift stairway up, and you go through a door there in his house, which is basically a one room or one floor build, which is not meant to be for people to actually live in, which is really funny.
Yeah, I went to BJ's most recent build, and his stuff like is always crazy, and it honestly felt like, you know, Wizard of Oz, like seeing behind the screen. I was like, oh, this is a very, very small part of the house.
It
Like,
is. It's surprising.
But it's so small. Like I don't know. When you have people that don't understand to, like, someone commissions you and they're like, hey, do something like this person. It's like, you really can't create something like that. Because it requires so many items and so much shrinking of space.
Oh yeah, I get that a lot, especially when people show me something and they say, hey, this is something I might want to do, and you explain to them, hey, I know you want that, but this was built in for example, lavender bed, so they use the railings of the staircase for that, and you have a goblet, and that's impossible like you wanted, and they can't quite get into the headspace of that, which is something that it should be.
What was that,
perfect.
Gig?
Huh?
That's my creepy character voice.
I'm sorry, Div. He just made a really weird noise on stream.
What?
In game? Oh,
Yeah.
God. It's one of those non-serious voices.
But I think the biggest issue when someone asks for, can I have this, something like this, but in all the floors, or something similar, and there are a lot of people that doesn't understand that it's impossible.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Especially depending on the item slot count, which is at the moment still not very nice.
No, but I think that with PS5 we will get a bunch of item slots.
But that's gonna
Ooh.
take a long time.
Yeah.
I'm patient.
Honestly,
I
if they
can
just
wait.
Double the yard, I'll be happy.
Yeah,
that's
that would be
true.
cool too.
Yeah, that
There
was
would-
meant to happen. Remember, Div? They mentioned that, and then it never happened.
Well, I think their priorities are set on different things at the moment, and once I think we get through all of the major patches, maybe even before that, they will start focusing on housing stuff, honestly.
That'd be great.
And the moment they spoil us with a lot of furnitures to keep us at bay for now, but those furnishing items will not contain our need for more space. Even worse, it's gonna make us want more space quicker because we just have so much more items that we want to integrate in our houses.
Now, Gig, when I first started to design and everything, I wanted to do it from like a creative standpoint. Like, I want to make something pretty. But then I found I really enjoy the technical aspect of it and identifying and building like from an architecture. Is that something that you like to do, or do you just like to just make like something kind of aesthetic and then go off of that?
Well, you're speaking my language right now. The architecture of the builds is my favorite part. Like, I'll go into a new build and set out all of like my partitions just kind of to see how the room's gonna be. And I'll also sketch out like floor plans on paper.
Yes.
like I'm all about trying to get the architecture down. So I'm very type A, so I want it planned out as best I can, and then kind of go from there and just let the creativity flow. Like give myself a good framework to work with, and then just keep building on top of that.
Yeah, having a good framework to work with. The housing system on itself is a creative framework basically already, and if you minimize all of those frameworks into smaller parts, as you said, you start with the layout and the partitions as a simpler form of a framework, right? It makes it so much easier to decorate. Actually, it depends on what you're going for and how you pre-plan it, but I totally agree that it makes your life so much more easier because you can already think ahead and try to figure out what you want in certain places in the house.
Okay. Especially if you're doing like a 1-floor build where you have 2 floors in that 1 floor, because you need to plan, all right, where are things going to be above other things, so that way you don't have items flying into each other.
Yeah, you mentioned how you need to pre-plan the elevators, for example. Do you come with them up like immediately, or do you first start decorating and then you worry about it?
I'd say I come up with it immediately.
Yeah. And then you.
I mean, I definitely alter it as I go if need be, but I try to get my kind of floor plan hashed out. Like, all right, bedroom's gonna be here, living room here, entryway here, and I'll even like roughly sketch out an idea of how I want my door to look. So I try to make each of my doors that I build look different as well.
Yeah, I noticed that your door game is really, really good. I like that a lot.
That's all because of Midori. Her stuff, I was like, this is crazy. I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doors are a big door inspiration for everyone, kinda.
That's why her name is Midori.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know, that had to sink in for a second because I know it's an obvious joke, but for some reason my brain couldn't really.
You're tired.
Yeah, true, but it's not as late as usual.
That is true. All right. I love this house.
It's a beautiful
Thank
one.
you.
We are moving
Yeah.
on. So we're still on Gilgamesh, thankfully. You know, some of these people with their commissions, they're like, yeah, it's on this server and this server and this server, and I'm just like, ugh.
I've had
like when all
just
of
so
them
many
make
on
sense.
Gilgamesh. I think I had one other one on Cactar, but the person stopped paying their sub, so the house got demoed.
Oh,
No.
that sucks. But you is your main server, right?
No, Siren's my main server.
Oh, Siren's your main server,
Yeah.
but it's.
I just have a lot of people from Gilgamesh, and because I did commissions for this one person, they've like connected me to other people and other people.
Oh, okay. So you have a little network of housing people.
Oh yeah, and that's a big thing. If people want to get into commissions, like people spreading your name, like word of mouth, it's like any business. Like it's the best way to get your
Definitely.
name out there.
True. That's very good actually.
And a lot of people approach you for commissions. Do you how to formulate this question? Do you pick every single one, or do you think about what or which one is more interesting for you to work with, or how do you handle that?
I think when I first started off, I just took whatever I could get.
Hmm.
And then after that, I think I'm at a place now where I can be a little more picky.
Mhm.
Like I've had to turn some people away and close my commissions because, I mean, back when I did, like the 5 or 6 in a row, I'm like, I need a break. Like I need to take like 3 weeks off of doing this.
Yeah, it can burn you out very easily if you do a lot in one after another. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I've told people too, like, hey, like I'll do this commission, but this is how I work. Like if you, are too not involved but too demanding, it's like I can't really work with that.
That's
Yeah,
good that
there
you
are-
set limits, though.
Yeah, I think that's always the best thing you can do to tell what are your limits or whatever, straightforward when the first moment when you're starting doing something.
So who wants to read this cursed?
I was about to say, Gig, you read this.
Oh my goodness,
It's your
they
house.
changed this.
Oh my god.
It used to be ERP Central.
Is this better or worse?
Oh no, reading the greeting is terrifying.
Read it.
To me, Yuwu are data and Nyumbus. Like, I don't know what to Yuwu. I don't even know.
Oh my
This is
god.
like the Hashafon person.
Wash me. Oh.
To me, you are.
What's your point?
I don't know.
He was the owner over here too.
Yeah.
Who was it though? Because
I
I
did do
still don't
this
know who
yard.
it was.
A wooloo. No.
Ooh.
Woo woo la woo woo woo.
Ah, woo.
I'm a big fan
Oh,
of the
okay. Wait, are they a Lala? Okay,
Yes.
good. Because
That's
that
it.
sounds
Dude,
very
that's
Lala.
actually- Dude, that's a lore-friendly Lala name. I hate
Yeah,
so much.
that's what I was thinking.
This was such a great client to work with, though. Like, I will say, whenever you do get a client that's just super friendly and helpful, and it's like, hey, here's a bunch of guild, do whatever you want. Oh, it's the best.
Man,
Oh, that's
God, I love it so much.
so-
This is why I turn to Rhapsody most of the time, is because she gives me everything I want and I can do whatever I want.
Div, I'm
Oh.
telling you, I've got a small FC if you're ever bored on Siren.
I'm working on on Rhapsody's main FC right now.
Yeah, Div has so
Ooh.
many choices. This boy.
I have 3 things going at the moment, so I'm
Nice.
busy. But
Ooh.
I will get back to you about that. Don't worry.
Did you make the garden here?
Yes, I did do this
It
card.
looks really good.
I love it.
Thank you.
It's so cozy and
I envy center entrance gardens. Like, my personal is the side entrance, and I hate it. Oh,
Oh,
wish
really?
I had a center
I think
entrance.
side entrances are even the best, in my opinion.
I like the side entrance too because you can cut it. Well, depending on where the plot is, you can cut
Yeah.
out part of the space.
Yeah. If you cut it in half, but you can still walk on a road that is in front of a house, it's awkward.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going in, boys.
Are you going in?
Yay.
Oh, this house.
Also, can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
What did you do?
I put up the volume. It's just I thought it was maxed out, but my settings reset. Yo, this is a micro villager house. This is it.
This is what?
Yes,
Um,
the face on the.
It's a face house. It's beautiful, Gig, but I will never unsee it. I am
I
so
know.
sorry.
Oh crap! I see it.
I, honestly,
like
I
me.
didn't notice
What?
it. I didn't
Why?
notice it until Zeno pointed it out.
Oh, why?
Aw.
Aww.
Why did you do this?
I'm sorry. This is a beautiful.
No, you're
setup.
not.
I really am not. You're right. Oh my god. It's actually this one. Hang on.
Oh, look at this cute little. I like how you have these. You put the bench, and you use the bench for the placemat.
Oh,
That is such a cool idea. I really like
That's
that.
so cute.
that's so cute.
I had to hide my Namazu somehow.
Oh
Do
my
you,
god.
do
I
you
can
play?
see
Do
it.
you place an Namazu everywhere?
Of course.
Mhm.
It's Gig. He has a Namazu
Oh.
everywhere. No matter where he is. Oh Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the left
Never
side
mind.
doesn't like people sitting there. It's really weird. I
What?
can never figure it out, honestly. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Maybe because the wall is a little bit
It might be a little
closer
too
to
close.
the but it's just a little bit. It's not that much.
It's okay. It's just an entranceway, but I think we're gonna have a topic about that, and I think I'd like to use this as an example because I noticed that you use your use a lot of entryways. Like you built a lot of nice things actually,
Hmm.
and the entryway.
Entryways are one of my favorites.
Yeah, I can see that. You definitely make a great use of them.
I'm so bad at them.
So tell us a bit about this one, Gig.
About the build.
Yeah.
So this one, the client is a Lala, obviously. So they wanted,
Requirements.
yeah. Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, I tried making a lot of this Lalafell sized. They wanted something that was pastel, kind of like yellow, warmer pastel colors, and then just modern. And so that was very open and more kind of in my wheelhouse of, like, aesthetics I like to do.
Mhm.
And I think I did this build after Rye finished their ceiling in their house. And I'm like, I need to do something with the ceiling. And so I finally made a cool ceiling.
This is lovely.
Oh, it's this ceiling. Ah.
So it's a makeup table.
Hmm
Yeah.
I will say though, these makeup tables are the most cursed item in this game.
Yes.
Like they latch onto everything.
It is a tabletop item, after all.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That tabletop items in a ceiling are always cursed
Like-
so much.
The amount of items that floated onto the ceiling accidentally while trying to get things up is just very annoying at some point.
Oh yeah. I've slowly learned that do tabletop items last.
Yeah, that's
Slowly
true.
but surely.
Very true. Dude, the hallway and how the staircase branches into it, it's just so seamless. It's just so cool.
Yeah, I like this.
Like a very nice hallway and the staircase feels so natural. That looks so nice.
I'm in love with this. I'm in love with the staircase. The like partition with steps on, and now you can do the screen partition with steps. And it's even easier.
Yeah.
That's very true. I really like the steps. I love when it's not one singular item or color. It's like very much more
Whoa.
realistic too.
Tiny kitchen.
And-
Oh wow!
This is my
Oh,
first like extra door that goes to nowhere.
Yeah, I saw.
This build.
Oh my god, doors that go to nowhere. I'm a big fan of those. I love them so much. It makes a build look so much bigger because you think there's more, but it's just a door.
Hmm.
Like it's a fake way to make it look bigger. but
Yeah.
it just isn't.
Is that false sense of sizing.
Exactly.
And again, this is a Lala house, so all the counters gotta be Lala sized.
I love you use the bathtub for a sink. That is so cool.
Kind of makes it like a
That's it.
farm sink, as Rhapsody pointed out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks.
Just so much bigger. It's perfectly sized like that. Yo, I love how you also did the lights with the alchemical light there. How the cone again reflects onto the wall, but because of a shelf above it, it's a bit covered. I really like the feeling of that.
I like that you covered the obvious sticking out point of the thing, and you decided to use the lantern there.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. Thank you
I
so
need
much
to
for
hide that.
follow. Thank you so much for follow shirt to materia. Also, thank you for follow Sandman88. Really appreciate it. Okay.
I
really
like how.
this-
Sorry.
No, go first.
I like the accent wall here with the white breaking into the yellow.
Let's save that. Yeah, the accents of that cabinet parts using the marble partition. It's so smart. I love that. I love when people do that.
Mhm.
And I
And
really
it
like
breaks out that white.
yeah,
Is
exactly.
this the unfinished
Yes.
wallpaper, or is it just the blank?
It looks
Nah, it's the
unfinished.
unfinished.
Look how smooth that looks.
The thing is, if you use the actual wallpaper, it is more cleaner than the.
Oh, okay. I honestly never checked the difference.
It's like it doesn't feel as washed out. Not
Mm.
washed out, not as dirty. It's a weird thing to explain. I think if you look at it yourself, it's a very apparent difference.
Yeah, it's very rustic.
Hmm.
I like this wire rack right here.
That is a very nice integrated track. You're right. I love it so much.
Oh my god. So Dayu is saying in the chat that that ceiling is very made up, and Tay is actually saying he did a good job contouring. Is that a makeup joke?
Oh my god! I didn't even see that. Shaking.
I don't think they made it up.
Oh my god.
What are we? what
What's
is
going on
that?
up here, Div? Or
Yeah, okay.
Gig?
Div, okay.
Well, yeah.
It's usually something you'd say to me.
Yeah, what did you do, Div?
Well,
my God.
oh.
Your
This
ears
is
are
impressive.
long.
That's my favorite. You know, a hallway and like a focus point.
That is so cool.
Drive you to the
Ooh.
Try to do like that kind of glass floor kind of effect with the beams.
Oh,
If you space them out
nice.
enough, you can walk across it.
Okay, I see now.
Yeah, over here. This was the entryway, right?
Yep.
So you used both like the economy of space and used it as a feature later. That's really smart. Do you see that?
Oh my god. Giving
That
it
meta
some,
here was not easy to do either.
Oh, I can imagine. Man, at least you did with
Oh.
that.
This is
Oh
impressive.
damn. And I
It's
still
really good.
and I still don't care at all about bad meta.
Actually, oh, those are the butterfly pictures backwards, right?
Just flip
Oh,
backwards. Nice little modern artwork.
Yeah.
I like the gradient effect.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really nice.
Yes.
Oh, I like this little cubby here for the toilet.
That is really funny. I like that. That's so cute.
That's cute.
If you sit on the toilet, you'll see your own shadow on the wall. And not as
And this is-
powerful, of course.
This is my take on your bathtub that you did, Ashton.
Yeah,
It's
The marble
really
bathtub.
that's
Oh,
cute.
Hey,
I
but
love
this,
the marbles with it.
but this is like a swimming pool for Lala.
Yeah.
It's a hot tub bathtub.
Yeah, a little jacuzzi hot tub for a Lalafell. Two Lalafells can sit 5 feet apart and it's not gay.
Oh my god.
Sorry. And look at the light coming through onto the bed. Oh my god, the way
Yeah.
Lalafells slash dose on beds is just the end of me, honestly.
It's the
dead
best.
Jump up.
Yeah, they just jump.
It's like an Olympic diver.
Yeah, exactly. Me going to bed at 3 AM knowing I did nothing that day.
I love how they sprawl out.
Yeah, it's a bit, I like that, but at the same time it's really weird. Just
Billy
look at-
looks really ominous there at
Oh
the
my
end of the hall.
I was about to say that too.
Oh my god, what is happening? Look, now they're disappearing. Like,
oh no!
Imagine waking up and seeing that.
Imagine sleeping in that bed and you have just a giant hallway that leads into darkness.
Yeah, actually, I would not like that. Where's the door?
I wouldn't like that either.
Man, I really love how you use the yellows and pinks so well. Those are all pastel colors too. It's so good.
Yeah, and he used different colored yellows. Do you see that? So it's not all just one tone.
Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. You used both depth and the different tones of yellow there to make it look different.
Yeah, and it's also very smart because you're not using just rectangular partitions or just marble partitions, and mixing the colors this way, it's very smart to kind of hide the different textures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the stage panels just naturally colored differently too.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Which
And
sometimes is nice and sometimes is a pain in the butt. It's
Oh,
like
I
that
can
blue is not the same.
imagine.
Hmm.
But it's-
And sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And then the bathroom, you made it look symmetric, but I like how you made this book corner here. It's still, for me, it's still symmetric, kinda somehow, but it's not like
It's not an exact mirror on each side, but about
Yeah.
the
But,
same balance.
yeah, it's not mirrored, but it gives this perfect, nice feel.
At first I thought it was more like a corner bathtub, honestly, when I first looked at it through the stream. But then as you move closer, I realized how it actually looked like. Thank you so much for the follow, Comfy Rolls, really appreciate it. Yo,
Thank you
also,
so much.
What I really like, you did it in the kitchen downstairs. You used the partitions, the rectangular ones for a framing for the windows. And you also lined it to the wooden frame of the windows itself, so it's not just like a random part poking out, but
Mm.
just like, it seems very clean, you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
just really like that. Honestly, it's
Oh.
just
Thank you.
my favorite things.
You did the ceiling through here too. Didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
it's nice.
Oh,
I didn't
what
see
a
that
pain.
Yeah, the gosh, like moving a rug or anything, it's like, oh, there goes all of my ceiling. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yo, and imagine just move. Okay, very very cursed thing to imagine. Imagine taking a loft when you're capped on items and just moving it with your mouse through the entire house. Not placing it, just moving it, and everything will
Something
stick to it.
sticks. Yeah, I
Everything
don't.
will snap to it. It's like some sticky surface or something. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't happen, and then sometimes it happens. I
That's-
don't know where is the hacking reason
Server
to
ticks.
sometimes doing
No.
it and sometimes not.
The reason for that is, the more cluttered your house is already, the less time the game can't keep up with all of the stuff going on.
Oh, okay.
It tries to keep the thing snapped in place, but as soon as it sees another surface, it's weird to explain, but imagine just a technical limitation. And the more items you have in the house, the worse and more frequent it will become.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It's hard to explain, and honestly, no idea how this can even happen. But honestly, I don't care. We have glitches that let us float items, so keep everything the same.
Yeah,
Square Enix
don't
float
change
it.
it.
Don't
The
change
day,
anything.
the day that somebody at Square Enix flips the switch to fix floating, I'm just
Oh no!
gonna cry.
Oh no!
Yep, I think it's gonna be done. Like that's gonna be it.
They need to just let
Ah.
us move on the Z-axis. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would
did
be
you
a
see-
game changer.
I was about to mention that in the last stream, but I forgot. People talked about they did the documentary with different episodes on how they did stuff for Shadowbringers, right?
Mm.
And in the world building one, they showed up of their world tool, how they place items in the world and how they do it, and they have it like in other games with a Z and Y axis thing, like the little
Oh.
arrows pointing up and down. So they place the item down, and they can move it on a perfect angle up and down, however they want.
Huh,
And it's
well,
just so beautiful and so good. Man, I want that tool so much
Ca-
that they
ca-
use.
can we have that too? Thanks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Other games use like the new one, I forgot the name, the one modern house
Paralives?
thing. Yeah, Paralives. He uses it too, but only in a certain way. But they do it for like they can do anything they want with it as long as the entire model itself stays in place, which is really fucking cool. I really want it.
Someday.
Well, no, I hope they don't touch housing.
Yeah, leave
Just
it alone.
be.
I'm so afraid of them fucking it up.
Yeah, because they fixed one big glitch back in the day.
Mhm.
Which one was it?
How we used to have to float stages and things on fixtures.
We were so afraid.
Oh.
That sounds
I-
horrible.
The only quote unquote cool thing back then was floating those stages to use for lofts, because that's when lofts were introduced by Alice, for example. She made it popular, right? And then they saw it and said, yeah, no, we are fixing that.
Yeah, it's because people were using it also to go into the void. And I remember a friend's house had that, like beds that you could sleep on. Well, when they fixed it, it had actually moved her beds out, and it had dropped a lot of furniture. So that's something that did happen to her.
Oh, okay, it was that glitch. I remember when I started housing, I remember seeing a video explaining how that glitch worked, and I was just looking at it and trying to do it. It was like, what the heck is this, and why is it not working?
Yeah, so basically, keep in mind, if you do want to go into the void, don't make videos, don't show it off, because Square Enix will pick up on it, and they will do everything to fix it.
Yeah,
You
Mhm.
can still
Yes.
do it, but please
They
don't
get
risk
mad.
it.
they'll
might
ruin it
hurt.
for us.
Yeah,
Also,
basically.
void building is just ugly. Like, it doesn't look good because everything, like, you just can't make it look good.
You know,
If people with the tools would make something good, then I would say okay, but people that do use the tool to build in the void are just bad at building.
yeah, you know, I've been to one, and it literally looked just like a regular room, and like someone had
Dude,
just put
it looked so
furniture, and it's
boring.
like it's like you built into the void for this.
Yeah, it is very, very sad. I can't. I don't support any white building at all, but then just seeing it and then it's just a mediocre starter
Yeah.
build just makes me feel awful.
I will say though, the jump puzzles that people make are kind of
Dude,
cool.
personally, I'm gonna admit, I did play jumping puzzles, and they were so much fun. I went in there on Levy, I think, and they had difficulty levels, and it was indeed a lot of fun, but not on the creative side of building things, that's what I mean. Also, thank you so much for follow Mr. Jim Business and Ina-chan RN. Sorry if I say that wrong.
What I find kind of interesting is, like, Square hasn't really gotten onto people who use third-party programs for how, because like there's some wards where you go out and in the yards people have stuff floated in places that it should not be. Like it's very obvious that they, did it illegally.
To be fair, they didn't pick up on the marker placement until the thoughts per second did the thing on their world first clear in Alexander Ultimate. They didn't even know that was a thing, because in one part of their video, their third-party tool basically placed the markers on the random mechanic, and they knew where to go without thinking and looking at things. So before that, it was out for ages, like parley thing, and Square Enix didn't notice it until it was big and important. And
yeah,
I think that floating stuff and words and stuff, I think that's so insignificant and so extremely rare that they will never pick up on it at all. Same thing for void building, because it's also a big niche.
Hey, it's finally daylight again.
Yeah, we have 2 more houses we can look at and
yeah,
appreciate.
Let's go.
Oh, they're so good in daylight.
So it's Shih Tzu, right?
Shizu. There's no T there.
Okay, my bad.
These are all in Shiro still.
Oh, she can teleport there.
Are we going first to the...
Oh,
Sea
yeah,
races,
hold
I
on.
think, right?
Which one did I go to? Hold on.
Ward 4. It's the FC house first in the list.
Alright, so Gilgamesh, Shirogane, Ward 4, Plot 46.
Also, yeah, I wanted to mention this earlier. I think is Gig the first guy we had since Feng?
No.
Yeah, right?
No.
Who's the other dude we had on?
For an official interview.
Yeah, interview.
Oh, yeah, okay, that yes.
I
Yeah.
feel so honored.
No, it's something that I noticed, that we guys are kind of a housing.
Well, there's not a whole lot that do decorating, from what I've noticed.
Well,
I
I
think-
would say Japanese, yes.
Dude, yeah, the Japanese the guys are like, I don't know, they're mainly guys too.
Hmm.
Which is
I do
really
know that
surprising.
I'm the only. I think I'm the only male staff person on FD.
Oh my God.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
I noticed that the other day. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, guys are just not as
One of the
creative,
ladies.
Yeah.
It helps that I'm like an art person in real life too. so-
Wait, what,
Yeah, exactly.
what did you say, Div?
Oh God, it's just a stigma, and I know it's a prejudice, but
Oh.
most guys most guys are not as creative by
But-
nature. It's a bold claim,
That's...
but I see that a lot.
You're reminding me something that happened in voice chat once in FD, and it was... awful.
I mean, just my personal experience, can't really argue with that. So, okay, let me rephrase that. From my experience, not many guys are into decorating and fashion and stuff like that. I didn't say that man can't be creative, that's not what I said. So,
Yeah.
basically, just saying that it's a fun occasion to have another dude around again.
Yeah.
Glad I can oblige.
All right. So let's see. Oh, is the owner back? I thought I saw him jump.
Yep, there's Shizu.
So these
Oh,
are
yeah,
your
didn't-
are these your latest commissions?
This is about a month ago I did this one, and then his personal is the one I just finished. Which I'm glad I was able to finish it in time, because it's probably my favorite build I've done.
Oh,
But
it's
this
your
one is
favorite?
very, very theme build. Very
How
themed.
long did you spend on that house actually? Before we
About 3.5 weeks, I think. Mainly because I was not at my home. Like, we were house sitting, where my puppy's at.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember
Banjo.
seeing pictures too.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Puppy.
I haven't seen
That
him
was
in a
great.
week though. Makes me sad.
Oh.
Aww. Soon.
Well, hopefully you get to actually bring him home, since we can bring him to our actual house. So there will be plenty of Banjo pictures. Don't you worry.
A lot of in real life housing. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been posting a bunch of stuff already.
Yeah. All right, I'm going in.
Sound like SWAT or something. All right, we're going in. Breaking in.
1, 2, 3, breach.
It's HGXIV.
Housing police, housing squad.
Well, you know the way people act with us sometimes. Maybe. Big bully.
True.
I do notice I do a lot of entryway stuff. Yeah, here's another entryway thing.
Oh.
I love it though.
Oh, this is
Oh.
an Asian themed build. I love it so much.
It's all about this, like, blew Fang's mind when he saw that, like, the carpet or whatever, the
Oh,
flooring mat
yeah.
is off level.
Dippy dip.
He's like, "How'd you do it?" I'm like, I mean, the game did it for me, so it worked out perfectly.
I really like the Shurak made out of the steps. I'm a big fan of that. So I love it for shelves and stuff like that so much. It's so
Wait,
clean,
what?
very nice.
Where should we
Yeah,
go
this-
first?
It's next to the door. The steps for the Shurak.
I would go over here to the left side of the house.
I was looking to the entrance with the
Oh, this is so open.
Oh, the windows are so cool. I love it so much. Oh, so that is how you integrated the beds into a floor. We're using an elevated floor.
That's
Oh,
really
is it?
cool.
That's super
Oh.
cool.
I like the border that you created with the wooden loft.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going crazy and lifting walls, you just use that really simple tool.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, it's way easier.
Oh, and this kind of open garden here. This is so cute.
Got a
I like that.
bouncy
The
moon.
little moon.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
moon.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's... Is it the,
Is it a balloon?
from-
Yeah,
from
it's the
Rising?
Valentine's Day one.
Oh, Valentine's, never mind.
Yeah, because the rising one has texture on it.
Yeah, exactly, but this one is one of the hearts, right?
Oh,
The white heart, I think.
good
That's
to
alright.
know.
Yeah, we don't have many animated items like that.
Need more animated items. I love them.
I will
Definitely.
keep that in mind.
Need to find a good usage from them.
Yes.
So, when you took this, what did the client want exactly? Did you have to look at references or what?
So this is a house that I originally did like an Asian theme. And it got tore down, and then they wanted a different Asian theme with like, how do you know how to explain? I mean, super Asian style,
Okay.
like
Hang
like
on, I
very
think I
very
heard about it.
traditional looking, you know.
Yeah,
So
there's-
who's
Sorry.
is it? No, you're good. It's Koba-chan, I think, on Twitter. Does a lot of builds like this, and so they sent me some of their stuff for inspiration. So I tried to do a lot of the wood accents, which is one thing that that
Yeah.
designer does really well.
Yeah.
And so even
That was
on like the walls, I did different color partitions.
Gig. Okay, so a year ago, I made a house and it was the elevated house I did with the stairs. And I did this at first in my hallway, like the same exact thing. I used the ashtray or with the smoking, and
Yeah,
I did the same exact thing, but then I scrapped it because I was like, it doesn't look that great. I don't think anyone's gonna really like it. Look how you did that. I love it.
wow.
Cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I wanted to use the cigar box. I'm like, I don't know how to use this. Let's turn it sideways. I'm like, oh, that looks cool.
Yeah,
Make it an altar.
mine was a little bit lower because I wanted the gold to go with together. But wow, that's really interesting. We had the same brain cell.
One
Big
brain cell, one brain cell. I really like that. Can you tell me the name of a person? Magic.
Oh gosh, hold on. Let me look it up on Twitter.
I think Koba?
I think it's Koba.
Koba-chan?
I think that's it.
Uh,
I know I shouted them out whenever I posted this on FD.
Oh, okay, I'll definitely check it out later.
Do these doors go anywhere? Oh, they do.
Oh, they actually go somewhere.
FC chambers.
FC chambers, okay.
I can appreciate that you
fancy
still
on that side.
decorated. Well, you know, you
Yeah.
put something there.
Yeah, that was like the okay. I have 4 slots of items left. What do I do? The other side is more interesting.
You just noticed that.
Oh, this is so nice.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh,
That is
I
so
like
cool.
this detail here with the stool and the shower thingy. Like you have in actual bathhouses.
Mhm.
Yeah. They don't wash them. They wash themselves like that with the buckets at the on the stools and with the shower heads too.
Hmm.
This is one of those builds where probably 80% of it was built in the basement. Like, 'cause I had to float
can
so much
imagine.
of this stuff up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right.
It's like when you did your one ceiling lore and you floated the whole ceiling up from the basement.
Oh yeah, to keep it super smooth. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but this is more painful even, because rugs you can float them very easily.
Yeah,
But
this
other
stuff was
stuff
not easy.
sometimes so big. Cool.
Yeah.
I like the different elevation and ceilings.
It makes it more interesting and less flat to say it
Not so
somehow.
claustrophobic.
Yo,
Give your ears room.
look through the entire hallway and check out how big it feels. Like, just watch from one end of the room way to the other side of it. It's just so grand. It makes it feel like a there was a term for that with traditional Japanese houses. That
Yeah.
are often abandoned because they're slowly falling apart because they're
Oh
very old.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. And they can't sell them off for some reason.
Oh, but yeah, because people usually it's very old, so all people die in that, and people don't want houses where people die because that's
Yeah, that's it.
because there
So
was
sad.
a dude who's renovating one at the moment.
Give me a death house. I don't care.
Wait, I think I saw that someone bought a house like this and they wanted to renovate it. I saw that on YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
It's a very niche thing again. Like the same guy. It's like something that is recommended for you. You click on it and you can invest in it. Just like the MRE dude I follow.
I've been watching a lot of that div. Thanks.
I told you I love him so.
It's calming, yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you added the innocence trophy here behind to give this
Big blades.
lighty thing to the samurai statue, because if you don't pay that much attention to the background, it's just like a glowy ominous light for it.
Mhm.
Does that even make sense?
Yeah, from the altar. So it kind of fills up the light space a little
Yes.
Yes, Barrera, we were talking about Steve. It's a little guilty pleasure. But yeah, again, I love how you incorporated all sides of there's the stone part there with the lamps. I love how you integrated that part of the house with it too.
Yeah, with the little Koshin lamps.
Yeah, it's so good.
And then it's got like the fountain coming out of the pillar too.
Exactly. Dude, I wish it would have some form of more stone stuff for housing too.
Oh
That would be
yeah,
nice.
that would be.
I feel like we'll get more whenever Ishgard comes out.
Yeah, I think so too. There will probably be stone pillars and stuff instead of wooden things that we usually have or sandstone.
Would be cool if we get
Would be
pillars
amazing.
that aren't that thick, you know. That would be super cool.
Yeah.
Really thin pillar.
Square Enix,
Oh,
please.
Like a thin wooden pillar would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
dude, the square one. Just a square supportive lumbered piece of wood.
Yeah.
Hey, but we're getting it. So it's one of the contest winners. So
Soon,
I hope so.
maybe,
No, what we
hopefully.
need
I
is we
don't
need that
know.
water partition.
it's not exactly that one. Hey, but hey, they still give us stuff from all the way back then. And you know the one I'm talking about is the one with the entire fake ceiling parts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I want it so badly. You have no idea how much I need it.
Oh, that one that they floated the garden up? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's one.
How-
It's just a square surface with like a few wooden support beams holding it up. and
Oh,
just, like, a hay fake roof. That one, and you can just use the side of it in walls. Which I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I think my character is blowing Rhapsody's dad's mind
What? What?
in chat.
Oh, okay, because you cut off for a second, so all you said from was my character is blowing raps.
Hey, keep it PG, alright?
Oh my god. Yeah, the squeaky sounds they do, it's like reminding me of Pokemon back then with Pikachu. Also the squeaking sound, like the squeaking sound when they walk, I really love that.
Aww.
What's the etheric wheel? I think is what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I've seen
Yes,
that.
it is.
Yeah, that's all
fully
it is.
primed.
Mm-hmm. And so it's just kind of floated up a little bit and then inset in the wall, so you only
Yep.
see the front half of it.
Call
Hmm.
me an idiot, but what are they for?
Buffs.
For
For
FC buff.
buffs.
So you can save them there? Okay. Because I can
Um,
just,
They're a
I
little
can
bit
just-
stronger.
Oh, there's okay. I see.
you have the grade 1 and 2, and then you have those you can charge here that are the 3.
Ah, okay,
three.
that makes more sense. Yeah.
So
Thank you
instead.
much for- Quick.
Thank you so much for the follow.
Quickly.
Kwee.
I was walking.
Alright, so we have one more house, and then we will wrap this up. We need to get there before day goes. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is another one. This is your latest one, right?
Yes, this one I just finished.
And this is.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that bedroom in that house specifically.
It's a chef's kiss.
kiss. Oh my gosh. It's a big chef's kiss, yeah.
It's Ward 20, plot 37. Yeah, I would say that this build is definitely, I'd say, more my aesthetic. Like when I redo my personal, it's going to be very similar to how this build turned out. And then I used the screen partitions so much, which I'm in love with
yeah.
them. Like
They
they're
are-
so versatile, it's unreal.
You can do so much with them. It's so nice, and you use them so well too. Just a slant is so good.
Again, my moment of how the heck did you place Sabatender here on and it's mouse?
Actually, that got me. I was like, what?
Yeah, you clicked on it and you realized.
It had a very slow, like, pan out.
Oh my god, and in the end it's just Billy.
Just Billy. Billy probably.
Billy's just a cryptid, honestly. They show up sometimes randomly in my house. I spot them while I want to repair my stuff. They fade into a wall as you walk. Look down the hall.
Were they even there?
You will never know. Oh my god.
So did you do this yard gig?
I did not do this yard, no.
Okay.
It's cute.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not really a fan of yards.
Oh, really?
Why?
So,
Why
It's
is that?
very, I don't know. I struggle with them.
limitations.
Yeah, definitely limitation.
A big mood.
So, I mean, if a client wants me to do the art, I'll do it for free. But usually they don't ask and I don't say that I'll do it. So, unless
Ooh,
they specifically
never
ask,
be
then I won't do
brought
it.
up.
the views from here are super nice. Never realized that.
What part is that?
37. That's the
7?
7. Yeah. Man, I like the views in Shirogane. I just don't like the weep stuff.
Honestly, I don't mind it's being weep because you can be weep in Shirogane but keep it in Shirogane.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't fit at all for my character, and so that's why I'm
Yeah.
thinking, meh.
Ruined your RP.
Oh my god, Ashen's just crying.
It's okay.
Poor Ashen.
Closet weep Ashen.
You know,
I mean-
is it in the closet though?
Thank you so much for following, you know what?
Thank you so much.
Talking about closet, what a great transition.
Oh yeah, really.
Ooh.
Looks like my closet.
Yeah, it is the closet that Ashen did, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Is this the canopy bed?
Oh yeah.
Wait, does it have, wait, what? Does it have collision?
It does.
Oh.
Ooh.
The Glade one?
mean, it has collision because that's why you can't look up, right?
hmm It takes up about 2 beds. So
Yeah.
if you use canopy beds, it saves you a lot of space.
Yeah, I heard
Noted.
Rhapsody
But I
mention it to me
I
earlier.
didn't thought that the round one would have collision.
It's the only one that does. I think.
Wait, what?
Didn't
Yeah.
even see the
So
shadows.
Rhapsody used it on a recent build, but Billy
Isn't-
discovered it. I think randomly floating things.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so I thought it was the other one. Is it the Riviera one? What the one with the red accents? I thought it was that one. That had collision. I don't know. I just don't do bad
I really like this
so-
cabinet.
Ooh, this is very elegant.
And it's so simple. It's just a what, hanging sideboard? And the coffee thing?
Yeah,
Just
the
a little
copy.
off-centered, so you can see the split.
Yeah, that's really clever.
It's very, very cool. I love it a lot.
No fancy glitching.
No fancy glitching required at all.
And I really love this art piece here. Really,
Oh,
really.
yeah.
I've been wanting to do something like this forever, and that new
That's
cardboard
so
box
cool.
was perfect for it.
That's so cool.
That is really nice. I love the cardboard boxes. Sorry, card paper boxes.
Hmm.
I forgot that they differently in the game.
Hmm. Oh, and ooh, okay, you're using the new stage thingy, whatever it's called, for the
Yes.
trim in the in the bottom. That's
Yeah.
so nice.
That is really nice.
But super nice. I
Is it
can
flo-
see.
is it
Sorry.
oh no, that's just the bottom part of it, the one that's just horizontal. So no.
Yeah.
Or is it
It's
floated
it's
from
together,
below?
right?
Yes.
Can't quite. Yeah, I can't imagine right now. Oh yeah. So I just don't get how the trimming works actually.
I think that it's like squished together like a sandwich.
The
Yeah,
panel?
cognitive devel-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wooden
they are
panel.
like they are like faced and floated up.
Oh yeah, so it is folded up from. Okay. so-
Yeah.
It's all
yeah,
from the basement.
yes.
Yo, check out the table. The using the wooden partitions.
That's a
That is
big
so
boy.
cool.
Oh, this is so cool.
You know what? It looks like how the log partition should be, with like half of the log top,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
in a good color, not the
Yes.
ugly orange.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I would just have loved to be able to dye them. That would be that have been perfect.
This is really
Minecraft.
clever.
Hmm.
And I really love how you use the round piece there. That is so cool.
Yeah, like I said, the screen partitions just it's just so many things.
Did you mess around in this house with them at first, or did you around in another commission and then you said, oh, that could look good?
So it was the commission right before this one is whenever the screen partitions came out. But I was like halfway done with it, and I'm like, well, I don't want to tear things down, so I'll try it out on my next one.
Yeah, definitely. You didn't try it out, you nailed it.
Oh, thank you. I think who was? I think Fang had posted like a window he made using it, and I'm like, I'm stealing that.
Oh,
Yours?
yeah.
Mine not.
Cute little
Yeah, that's
kitchen. I like the cabinets, the floating cabinets you have, and the the hood.
Oh, you used the forge for some pipes around the ale tap, right?
Yeah, look at that.
It
love
makes
hot
it
and
so
cold.
much. That is smart. I love that.
It feels so rustic, and
Yeah. So
yeah. Man, I love this here in the corner.
This is different though. Like, I would expect seating right here. I guess
Wait, what?
not.
The
Yeah.
It's like
What
some
is this?
I thought about putting it there, but it just got in the way. It's
Yeah, you're right. It would, wouldn't it? If you're right here.
It's the Hingen open bookshelf.
Oh,
It's really cool.
I
love that.
like this. Oh! Let me out. Okay, I'm
Oh.
out.
Did you get stuck?
Yeah, because I was checking what
Jeez.
this was, and I really like this here.
Yeah, what dye you said? You're really good at like color theory and mixing bold colors.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
I'd be shocked to see you do like a white build.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same.
it'd be painful for me.
And look at that beautiful.
Oh, there's also a
staircase.
seat here at the window.
Oh, that
Aww.
is so nice.
I
Oh,
yeah.
that's so cute.
That is such a beautiful, beautiful staircase. Nice.
Nice and clean. Look at that.
Oh, it's this one. Oh.
Yo, that bedroom though, God, it's just so beautiful. You have no idea how much I envy that bedroom.
I'm dying with the bed already.
I love it.
So gorgeous. Like,
This is so cool.
Imagine that big thing falling on you though. I'd be scared, but
Don't jump in bed.
How many slots did this take? Headboard.
Headboard was, let's see here.
16 in total.
15 screens.
15.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. But honestly, the result is definitely, well, it's just so nice. It's just so
I mean, it draws your
Radiant.
eye the moment you walk in.
Hmm.
No, just check out how the light, the actual fan to the bed, it's just so nice and bright, and the shadow it casts it's just so beautiful.
And of course, the fountains.
Yeah, the fountains are so
A
nice.
gig fountain.
This is a how do you call it in English? A showstopper?
Showstopper, yeah.
This is the first build that I like finished hashing out all my room, and I looked at my item slots and I'm like, wow, I have more than 5 slots left.
Wow.
Like, I got done with all the structure and everything, and I had, I think, 60 slots to actually decorate, and I cried a little bit on the inside. Like, finally.
That's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, I love that wall decoration you got
Yeah.
there with the Hingen and the round twin.
Mhm. The Fool's
Ooh.
Portal, and then media or grade 2 picture frame.
Hmm.
It's so nice.
And of course, the new Mog beanbag. You gotta hide the Moogle's face.
Oh right, yeah, of course, yeah. We actually placed it in my build recently on the FC house recently, and I was like, I'm moving this right away from here.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a very comfy seating, but if you hide the rest of
I'm kind of sad because I was expecting the character to lean on it, well, to lie down, and I was like, no, I'm just sitting. Aw.
Bro, I'm
I
just
like a
saying.
nice walk-in closet. You don't see too many.
That's true.
Um,
I like how you use the light for.
And I like
the,
this
um,
gradient.
Fish tank.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I forget. Was it
He-
you, Laura, that used it?
He used it.
Yeah, somebody just did this, and I was like stealing
Yeah.
that. Yoink.
I did it too in the Amarat build, and I saw Ty, or I don't know how to call her. Well, this Chinese designer, she said that she took the idea from Ashen, so it's like, thanks, Ashen.
Is that what that was about? I was like, why are they thanking me?
Yeah, it was because of this heck, how is this called again in English? Drawer,
I would just say wardrobe or drawer, yeah.
Armoire.
Yeah.
cabinet,
Sure.
drawer. Somehow it has a specific name in Spanish, but now I don't remember the English
I'll
word.
take the credit, sure.
Yoinks for with credit.
What I also realized that you said that you don't see often like walk-in closets, but that's kind of a American thing. I never saw that here in Europe.
Yeah.
I-
Because we have too much crap.
Yes.
They like their storage.
I've got a walk-in closet, yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, my family.
It's a separate room for your stuff.
It's
My
a
parents are
closet
currently
that you
building a
walk
house
into.
And my mom really wanted a closet in between the bathroom and the bedroom, so she was like, "I'm building
Oh.
an entire indoor closet, walk-in closet there." About that. It's really good. Look
Oh,
at
no.
I
the
love this
windows
house.
inside.
Yeah,
I
look
wonder
at
what
the.
this is.
This is a neat effect.
Hmm.
We talk
I'm
about with
stuck in the-
aquariums, but
Come-
it's going to make that blinding light.
It's good. I love blinding lights. Thank you so much for follow EK 117.
Thank you so much for the follow.
I tried doing a lot more open windows in this
Yeah,
build. And it
Yeah.
worked out nicely.
come to the open window side. Come to the dark side.
Did you cap out on aquariums? Actually?
Do what with the aquariums?
Did you cap out on them?
I don't think I did. Because I only used 4 aquariums in this build. No.
No, it's
6, including the...
I think each tier has a limit, but you can have each tier. That's
I think in a large
Oh.
one it's 10.
10? Oh, Jesus.
No,
Like,
I think it's
aquariums-
more.
Oh, you mean aquariums in total, yeah?
Yes.
Ah, okay, I see.
Well, Ima should know this information. Ima, you're watching us. How many can you place in a large house?
Yeah, I was missing around with it earlier, but I can't place 3 for it.
When
Yeah, that's just gorgeous. But again, your blue, just different kind of blues again, not the same one.
Gotta have
So
the
blue.
contrasting accent blues.
Yeah, the contrast.
Hmm.
You know, it's interesting that you chose this Lily Hill one instead of like the blue striped to go with the rest of the blue.
I was surprised about that too.
What compelled
Talk
you?
about in the
It's different.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
So I was looking at all the different wallpapers, and I'm like, you know what? Usually people have like those kind of interesting artsy backsplashes. So that's what I was kind of aiming for. Like, oh, it's the kitchen. Like usually
Oh,
the
I see.
backsplash doesn't match anything else.
Yeah.
Similar to that one accent blue wall you did with the Emmerich wallpaper.
hmm
It's so cool. I love how you did the little pipe there again with the
Yeah.
leading into the fridge. I think. Yeah, it's so funny. I love those details because you only see them walk through it yourself sometimes.
oh, the pipe there.
Just a small
It's
one.
just poking out.
Do you
So
have
it's the stove.
Do you have any other commissions or projects that you're working on, Gig?
I have a cafe build coming up, which it's been a while since I've done like not a normal house with like bedroom and living room. So I'm pretty excited to do something that's out of the norm for me. And
That's
then I have
cool.
a friend who wants me to make a casino, so that will be interesting.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking.
There's going to be
forward
a lot of fountains. A lot of lights.
Oh, actually, we have a little bit of time. We're at our 2-hour mark. I mentioned looking at your apartment earlier in the stream.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
we go
Let's
do that?
it. Yes.
The last one.
So you go back to Siren.
Chan chan.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. We have to go back. Ugh. Is it a dark build? Because we just lost light.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, it's a dark build. Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
Okay.
The door looks a little different in the dark. It still looks good, but
Big nap time, this guy says. It's a mood.
So when you mentioned earlier that you like to tackle something new, is it something that you...
do what? Div, you cut out there?
You cut
Oh,
out.
sorry. When you said that you like to tackle, when you are tackling that new cafe thing, is it something that you usually like on missions, like doing new stuff, or do you rather do comfy stuff that you're used to, your typical quote-unquote style?
I think since I started doing housing, a lot of the builds I've done are very different, so it keeps it very fresh for me. So I think that's why it took me so long to burn out, because like every build was different. Like it wasn't all right, and I'm just repeating. I
Yeah,
will say
sure.
that the pastel got kind of boring because I did like 3 pastel builds in a row. And I'm
Very
like,
bright,
"Alright,
yeah."
to get away from it."
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful, nice to launch parlor room, actually. Oh, that door.
Yeah, we're gonna look at that door because that
Look
looks
at
really interesting. And what is this guy wearing?
Dude, this is Namazu bad.
I've seen it in Rhapsody's build. This is goofy.
A receptionist. That was so funny. I love it.
All right, so.
I just finally made it to Siren. Hold on, I'm coming.
Oh,
I need to go be a good host.
Am I actually faster than people for once?
You usually
My
are.
god.
I gotta remember what the address is for this place.
I gotta go fast in this game.
no, I think. Well, I don't think that Gig has any issues to friend you to get in here now.
Yeah, just add me.
Oh yeah, just add
Just search Gig and you'll find me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you just friend
Billy.
him? Yeah, sorry.
I didn't have an address, Ashen, you big cheater.
Billy, you can port straight to me. Because you're on my friends list.
Oh yeah, you can.
The address, what ward is
The fat cat on the counter is great.
I saw the fat cat hanging through the ceiling on one of those builds, and it was like breathing very slowly. It looked really gross.
So it is
See you later.
Shiro 4th Ward. And it is the subdivision, room 14.
You know what this thing here in the door reminds me of?
What?
The watery part. Like those doors where you knock and someone opens like a slight part of it, like what the password or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
Those.
funny.
what's the password? Like those back alley doors.
Password or you don't enter.
I know what you mean though. What is the So what's the thought you have behind the door?
Do what? Did you say something? I'm sorry.
Sorry. What is the what is the what feature? Well, is there a reason you did it?
Well, so look at how my character looks outside this. How else are the Namazu going to be able to see who's at the door?
Oh, so it is legit built for your.
Oh, so I was right.
Oh my god.
This is bar WASSHOI.
Oh, that's
And the
cute.
music for it is the Namazu music.
Oh my god, of course it is. There's multiple.
This is
Isn't
so cute.
Thank you so much for follow aggro
Here, let me get behind the bar here for you guys.
That is so cool. I love the little.
There we go.
You fit perfectly in there.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love how you actually look like. It's so funny. It's so good.
And I also like the detail that you place the hanging lanterns in different levels.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. It's symmetrical too.
Yeah, but it
Curve.
I don't know. It looks cool.
I like that, especially working with the light from the barrel racks in the background.
I love those cask racks. The lights. That's so nice.
I always hide the light because they don't make sense to me.
Oh God.
Yeah, they're weird to use unless it goes with something else.
Yeah, exactly.
The first time I used the cask racks was actually like this in my Ashgard house. That it was like the accent behind the office desk, and I don't know why people keep hiding them. They are so cool.
Because they don't make sense.
Because they are so cool.
Well, this is a great stopping point. I think
Mhm.
we learned a lot. It was really great having you with us, Gig.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you for asking me on. It's a great pleasure.
Yeah, like your houses and your style, it's so you, really, just looking at it. I love it.
You can definitely tell that is just one of your if you are actually inside.
Yeah, and if you just look maybe in a window or in a counter and you see a Namazu, it's like Gig did this.
Yeah, yes.
It's a dead giveaway.
Well, you're always so helpful and happy and talkative in our community, and we're just very appreciative of you. So thank you so much for coming on.
Of course, of course.
Couldn't have formulated it better. That is
Yeah.
statement, and we can all agree that we really appreciate you. And
Yeah.
the same goes for everyone who's being a helpful part of FD2. We really do appreciate how you guys help those who have questions and stuff like that. Because as much as we have many things, as many people asking us in our HGXIV Discord, there's still a lot of people are not coming from that specifically. So Gig is one of those people who is help out in the help channel.
Yeah, that help desk is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We really do get a lot of help from.
I definitely do brag about the housing community to everyone that I run into in this game. So I think it is the best community in this game.
Awesome.
Like, this is the reason why I still play, is because of
Aw,
housing
God.
and you guys
Aw.
and FD.
My heart.
Oh.
Gig. Ah.
Too late. Your heart is. heart
That's
is
so
this
that's
one.
so
It's gone.
cute.
let your heart be full, Div.
It's heated.
full of
heated
full of
itself onto my
Namazu
body.
love.
Oh my god. Ironically, it's a Bistro Bender.
All right. Well, next week we have another round of walkthroughs. We've halted our request for now, but we're catching up, slowly but
Oh, yeah.
surely.
Yeah, it's just a small information again for people who might have missed it. We closed the request for now because we have a lot of the back burner. We are still very far behind, especially because we have just a ton of them that came in the daily, and only one weekend to go through all of them. One day over weekend.
Yeah.
You guys are
And-
busy.
Yeah,
And we also don't want to make you wait that much.
Exactly.
So
So we work through this, and once we are done, we are gonna open it up again. So if you have requests, prepare them. Don't demolish them, but you don't have to. Of course.
don't be emo.
Yeah.
Shaking my head.
Wait, has
What a
Emo
call.
destroyed his most recent build yet?
No.
No, not yet. No.
Don't
Shush.
say anything.
I already took a walkthrough video ahead of time because I don't trust him.
Wow. Honestly, that's understandable.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Next week, walkthroughs, and we'll see you then. And keep posting. Happy housing.
Happy housing, guys. Have a
Bye
nice rest of the
bye.
weekend. Bye-bye.
Adios.